Well, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to Starcom. Isn't it just super peaceful and beautiful here? This ring structure, uncovered it in the last video. Love it, love it. Also, it is on the main menu, so I'm glad we did this because it's now on the main menu, and I would have been like, why are you showing this to me? You can actually scan this planet too, and there's a blue comet going by, so I want to get in the way of the blue comet too, so I can see what's up with that. But you just have to get right in the center of the ring and scan it. And there's nothing here. So I have questions, but I don't think we're going to get them answered. And that is primarily who built it, which we may get the answer to that. I mean, the Fallen Empire, right? But why did they choose this world to do it in? Was this world different when they built this and now it's just a desert? Or was it always this way? And why did they choose this one? I was hoping there would be an anomaly on it, but there isn't. And then the other thing is, like, I thought, well, maybe the ring is not built around this planet. Maybe instead it's in front of it. It's just so big, it's in front of it, and then the planet's behind it. But I don't think that's the case, because if you come over here, you can kind of see how the planet starts to get in the way of seeing the ring, right? Right? Yeah. So it's kind of getting in the way. So you can't see the bottom part of that ring anymore. So that tells me the planet's in front of it. And so it is built around that planet, but why? That's the big question. I don't know. Why is it built around that planet? Anyway, we're going to get close enough to this comet if I can. Right there. Come on. Yeah, it didn't hit me that time. The trace neutronium particles in this comet suggest that the environment of this system, or environmental... No, the environment, I can't read it. I'm sorry. Suggests the environment of this system is not natural, influenced by engineering on a massive scale. Ugh, today's going to be a bad reading day. I apologize for that. It's just the way it is. All right. Scan this one. There's nothing else here other than the wormhole gateway, and I'm okay with leaving that behind because we have this. Evacuations, right? We found the relay that's malfunctioning in a way that reveals... Oh, hang on. Major discovery. The 3 comets we've seen has allowed me to further refine my model for stellar evolution in this universe. It's close to our own, but with subtle differences, particularly during the inflationary epoch. You get 250 research for that? Okay, I want to go to this evacuation. I was about to go there, but because we just got that much research, you know, let's go unlock some shit. Let's get my lasers. We can add a little bit more hull capacity to our ship, right? We might be able to... I mean, I kind of like the whole, like, I can see partially through it thing of the ship, but it doesn't seem very stable. Like, if something was to hit this, it feels like it would just, you know, collapse or whatever. It doesn't look very good, in my opinion. But if I go like this... and we head back to the station right now, right? I want to... Oh, hang on. I've been wanting to talk to these guys because we've seen some things and they haven't come by yet. Okay. We have studied the remnant artifact you discovered. Very strange and interesting. We are sharing some data with you in case it may shed light beyond what you have already observed. They must have collected this data from a very great distance, which allowed for observations we missed. Okay, sweet. Like, they haven't been showing up for a while, so maybe it's because they were really far away. Although, in a universe where warp gates exist, well, maybe they were really far away from a warp gate. Anyway, what do you know about the Imperial Trade Guild? The Imperial prefix is a bit ambitious for a guild that scarcely ventures outside a handful of sectors. Like the Emir Second Legion in their employ, they wear the tattered garments of their former glory. Figuratively speaking, something may be lost in the translation, but their traditions and charter do legitimately trace back to the Fallen Empire. They charge much for mundane knowledge, but fail to see the value of our free advice. Doing business with the devout will cost them everything. Okay. And then these guys trade with silver too. Do you have any good prices? I don't want to sell these. I need them. I don't want to buy them because they're expensive. We have a lot of aluminum now. No, I think we're good. Thanks though. Oh wait, Do you have anything over here I might need? Optical detector, data storage device. Containment objects. I don't know if I need any of these things. If nothing else, it would allow me to trade silver for iridium later on, but I don't know if that's a good trade. I don't know that the sale prices are good trades, but complexity filter. Let's try that, I guess. We'll see what that is, and maybe the optical containment object. We'll try that too. We'll buy those two things. Okay. And communications. And then we want to study those things in the cargo bay. Let's see what that is. There. Okay, that's worth it. 100 points. Absolutely worth it. Contains an advanced hard-coded Kolmogorov filter, preventing certain kinds of very complex data from passing through, possibly to prevent security leaks or block informational hazards. This is a magnetically sealed device, likely used to isolate biologically hazardous organisms during transport. Another 45 research points. I'm all right with that trade. A little bit of silver for like 145 research. I could do that. Okay, Lieutenant Milton, what you got? More resources for you from that dust refinery. I saved some for you. More silver. I basically just got refunded the silver. That's good. That's all for now. Go to research and get me this. Very good. You could potentially get the Dreadnought hull soon, but it's another 600 RP. We have a lot more research to do, man. There's like so many question marks through here. Like, how do I get to this? I need the unknown technology behind these things, like next engines. I want tier 3 engines and stuff, right? So we've got to go get those things. But 490 research points now. Let's get some lasers, huh? So super luminescence is going to increase the damage our lasers deliver per output of energy. Seems good. Beam power scaling further increases the damage delivered per output of energy. Maybe we can get something that's a little different. Decreases the time our lasers need to require given firing on a target. I like that. Neural assist optics. Even faster laser acquisition speed. I'm not sure it's necessary yet. Hold off on that. Trielectric permittivity. Increases the maximum effective range. Of course. I'm all about range. Optical vortices additionally increase the range. Is it worth it? Ooh, I don't know. Advanced optics increases maximum range and target acquisition. This does both. I'll take it. All right. We'll do that for now. In the shields department, I can't really do anything with it yet, but we could upgrade them before we use them, I guess. Reduce the energy cost of shield recharging. Slow the amount by which our shields naturally discharge when energized. Shield harmonics increases the max charge of our shields by 10%. Or we just save it for later. I think we'll save it for later because we're not really using shields right yet. Mostly because it takes too much resources to do. It's in, I thought it was in armor, but maybe it's not. Where is it? Oh, utilities, shields. Yeah, right there. 12 neutronium on this. So I have a little bit of time left until I can have that module, but I can do lasers now, at least the Mark 1s. And so I think I'm going to take these front plasma Mark 2s off, put the lasers in its place, right? And then replace with the exhaust vents here and here, like I had before. Okay, good. Everything seems pretty solid here now. Now we're able to do up to 105 size now. So what I'm hoping I can do is more engines. I need gold for this. Okay, I wanted to get more engines. Maybe 10 engines would be cool. I want to travel faster. But since we don't have that going, maybe, I don't know, I'm starting to think maybe we're just optimal here. Maybe these light bulkheads could go and replace them with more battery power. I don't know if we even need the battery. Maybe we should test the lasers to see if we need the battery power. Right? These are mini deflectors anyway. They're not. Yeah, these are deflectors. They're not the exhaust vents. Let's go to lasers, and then I'll put the deflectors back on. See if that matters. I don't know if the lasers heat up more, but I've got the lasers on now, so okay. Cool. So we have lasers now. Now the question really is, well, right now our secondary weapon is fixed guns. So will the lasers fire automatically, or do I need to switch them? You know? So if I go into options, key bindings, is there a way to switch cycle secondary back? So cycle secondary weapon is R. Okay. Ah, now the lasers. All weapons. Oh, I like all. Why not all? Let's do all. Oh, I'm being hailed. And I have no choice but to accept the hail. Hello again, Commander Pryor. During our initial explorations of this region, we uncovered quite a bit of archaeological data, most of which we're still sifting through. Your information about the wormhole gateways and remnant technology made us revisit some of our findings. So far, we've found one reference to an equation matching the gateway parameters. It was in a record with some cryptic comments about restoring the last Talonian. All right, so since you found it, do you want the first crack at it? I appreciate the offer. Naturally, I volunteered, but Commodore Yu feels Fedora should go in first. The Alethea is better suited for archaeological work, and there's still plenty of work for us to do. I'm transmitting the coordinates to your navcom now. Good luck. I'll be curious to hear what you find. All right, we have a heading. We have a mission. We haven't had a solid mission right now. We're kind of just blindly exploring. I have the other thing that I wanted to do too, but that is a mission. So we have evacuations. All right, we found the pyramid outlining the sector with evidence of deliberate evacuation. We're trying to figure out where they would go. Well, she gave us those coordinates near the end of the last video, so we can go over there and see maybe if they're over there. And then we have the Brogadar, which want peace with us in exchange for 5 neutronium, which could be good because I kind of need a lot more neutronium for my shields, but I also like killing them because it's quite easy at this point. So maybe it's okay. Like when they show up, I get more resources if they just keep hitting me with ships. So, 5 neutronium now versus all the things I keep getting. And then Bones of the Dead God. Where's this? Jetsam and Flotsam. Where's the thing that she just gave me? I don't see the thing that she just gave me. I guess it's not on my mission log, but it's on my map. So it'd be, right here, Talonian Gateway. Okay, coordinates to that. So we can do that through a wormhole gateway. That's fine. I want to go over here first and find the evacuation thing. Let's stay a little bit on topic that way before the game distracts me completely. So we'll go back to here. Back to that awesome ring. Just look at it one more time, but on our way out. Come on. It's super cool. And it looks like real sharp too, All the little details and stuff built into it. Super cool. Super cool. Devs, good job, man. I don't know what it does. Which is very similar to this guy. I don't know what he does either, but whatever he does. Yeah, anyway, I'm over here. I need to go that way. So evacuations is then our next point to go to. We have laser weapons now. And I don't know exactly how they work. So that'll be an experiment as well. If we're going to have... I don't even know if we're going to have enough energy for them. Maybe they take like 200 energy every time they shoot or something, So I want to try that out as well. All right. I'll be right back once we reach the destination. Oh, hang on. There's a dispatch device. Oh, we went right past it. It didn't notify me or anything. I just had to be paying attention. All right, another autonomous dispatch device. Students have memorized the unknown and returned to the academy at Creta for additional study following a quarantine period. Demonstrated measurably better natural intuition with respect to certain remnant artifacts. Furthermore, I feel the group's curiosity and enthusiasm for their studies are notably question marks. A subjective observation, but a real one, I am confident. I predict our understanding of the artifacts will advance more in the next 10 cycles than the previous 100, vindicating question mark. Okay, cool. The dispatch contains a brilliantly insightful theory regarding how to approximate remnant warp geometry using simple hypermanifolds. This single thing that I almost blitzed right past gave me 120 research points. Wow. I don't want anyone to have that information, though. All right, onwards to this planet over here. Autopilot's engaged. And we're going this way. See what we see. Maybe we'll stop by this one first, though, because it's right here. There we go. All right, Lunar R2, or L2. Pretty sure that says L2. And then this one here. Ice H2. Lots of planets really close together here. Terrestrial M3. I can do the survey team over for this one too. And we have ourselves another... Oh, that's a portal. Ooh, that's not what I want to be over right now. Activate the portal, but then get the hell away from it. Yeah, there's a deep thrum in the energy readings. Yes. Now get away from it. Get away from it. Get away from it. Get away from it. Okay, we're good. All right. Let's search this really quick. The pyramid on this world is disappearing into the thick jungle and blends in well with the low volcanic mountains that surround it. Yes, it does. It also shows signs of an orderly evacuation. The team searches for a nearby observation point in hopes of recovering some chirolite without success. Damn it, I wanted some of that. But several kilometers west of the structure, Ensign Kepler spots another overgrown structure. Ensign Perks sets the lander down, and soon after approaching the ruins, they are approached by what at first glance appears to be a devout who beckons them. But Lieutenant Triton observes that lack of ritual markings. They observe a lack of ritual markings, so the team warily follows the alien inside the cave-like dwelling within a buried empire structure. Others of the same species are present. Lieutenant Triton erects a hollow feed to Fedora.
Welcome, alien beings. It has been over 3 generations since visitors have come. We are out of practice in the art of hospitality. As you can see, we are not overly encumbered with summoned objects, but still retain the wisdom of our ancestors, which we will gladly share.
Who are you? Are you devout or heretics?
Your speaking enchantment is difficult for me to understand. I believe you refer to the believers and academics. This distinction did not exist when we left. We only learned it from later visitors. Our ancestors saw the cracks forming in the Empire. It was clear to them that the magic would soon be lost. Those who still depend on it would die. They unlearned their spells and relearned new ones.
You look a lot like devout.
And the heretics, I assume. While the Empire called many kinds its children, others were the heirs of magical practice. There was no exclusion. Any could be found in any. When we left, we had tusk-faced, fur fighters, and many more. But our kind preferred the magical studies by custom.
If you've abandoned magic, what wisdom do you offer?
There is much to know beside the fickle magic of Empire. We can teach you the patiently learned knowledge of the heavens, the subtleties of life, or the patterns of nature. This is the custom of our hospitality.
Okay. The subtleties of life give +2 biomed for Ensign Rhea. Knowledge of heavens gives us 2 astro, and nature 2 observation. Do we only get to choose one of these things? It says or the patterns of nature, not and. So one of these. So which one do I want more? Astro, biomed, or observation? I'm feeling observation. I think I'm feeling observation. I know I kind of hinted towards wanting more biomed because of the thing, right? The ship that I want to plug into wants more biomed, right? But observation is like really good for like being able to see things and detect things, and we're getting lots of stuff for it on the. So like biomed is for like one specific thing that I already know exists, and then observation may give me more things. So, and then astro is good too. They're all good. These are all good, but I think we'll go observation. I'm going to do it. She says patience is the most important part of observation, and apparently they learned a lot of patience sitting in the jungle for a century or two. All right, cool. The tutelage is intense and brief. Surprisingly, it consists mostly of guided meditation, but the results speak for themselves. After returning, their Starcom aptitude protocol scores are significantly improved. Okay, so we learned a whole bunch of stuff. Observation, right? Permanent skill adjustment just for Kepler. Okay, so let's take a look at the crew again. So biomed's at 10 right now, right? Objectively, now that's our weakest thing. Observation used to be, I think, or maybe it was tied, I don't know. But we now have Rhea. Now, no, Rhea had the biomed thing, right? It's Kepler. Yeah, Kepler has now 10 observation skill. That's pretty good. We're also not close to the next level up, but like we're gonna get there. And so I'm very spread out, but I like basically every person has a specialization, right? Every person is specific to something. I did add 2 points of observation to Ensign Gleese because of our research giving us bonuses for everyone who has observation, etc. So there are, lots of people that could to get that. This is engineering, and then Astro. Everybody has at least a point in Astro for collecting resources and stuff too. Wow, very cool. Okay, next thing. Terrestrial M2 unscanned. Here we go. The team lands in a small clearing on the edge of a vast forest that spans much of the planet's temperate region. Biosignatures are so strong and diverse, it's not immediately clear what tripped the anomaly detection algorithm, but the signal was quite strong. But now, well, your choice. There we go. See, she got enough biomed. We're fine. Starcom has documented other xenoflora that use metals to enhance their structure, but these have developed a remarkable ability to transport minerals from deep below the surface in an acidic solution. Get titanium from this. Onwards to the next thing. Desert. Nothing there. Okay, we got 2 more planets to look at in this area. And then there's that portal, which, I mean, I gotta go through it, right? You gotta see where it leads. You can't not see where it leads. So off we go. One more scan. That's a big gas giant. That might be the biggest one we've seen so far. Yeah, I can't fit the whole thing on them. Oh, yes, I can. I'm zoomed out. Never mind. So before, when I zoomed all the way out, I couldn't. There was one that was so big I couldn't fit the whole thing on the screen. This one here, not quite that big. But onwards we go to the portal. Let's see where it takes us. And all we have to do is get over top of it. Boom. We're gone. And now we're here. Wherever here is. Let's take a look. Where is here? Okay. It's an interesting portal. Why would you... Yeah, weird. From here to there. Okay, I mean, it's a new system, right? I mean, it's good to know where new things are, but I don't know, like, there's got to be some connection to this place, right? Why would they build a portal to here if there's no connection to where we just came from? So maybe there's some evacuation stuff here too, you know? Small meteorite with high concentrations of uranium rests on a sheet of slushy nitrogen. On rare occasions, uranium ore from a meteorite is deposited on a planet's surface. Here we are able to detect it because the small amount of heat it generated produced an unusual melting pattern in the nitrogen. Team away. A pyramid. Ensconced in a steep cirque, can only be accessed via a difficult ice climb from the nearest safe landing. Some alarming bipedal bones poke through the ice at the base. All right, Perks, lead the team on the ice climb. Good job, Perks. It's a tricky ascent, but the teamwork and Perks' careful scouting of stable route gets everyone to the valley opening safely. The pyramid houses a large laboratory, which shows evidence of a hasty evacuation on foot. It's unclear what the focus of the research was, since most of the system's data is badly corrupted. In the main work area is a sealed crucible-like module. Symbols on its surface translate roughly to catastrophic knowledge anti-pattern analysis. Inside is a cube of shimmering crystal. We get fractured ice from this. I'm guessing this means studying ways of preventing knowledge loss in a catastrophe, like the one that befell the Empire. All right, let's dig in a little deeper to that cargo. Fractal ice. Fractal structure is periodic and definitely non-natural. The ice itself is stable up to 18 centigrade, at which point it sublimates. The complexity of the crystalline structure is giving the computer a bit of a challenge. I'm going to give it some more resources. It may give up some more discoveries yet. You know what'd be really cool is if he gave it more resources for just doing that, and like my available energy or something went down. Like I can't see what my regeneration rate of my energy is, but it'd be cool if that would go down if he's given the, given the analysis more juice. I'm just saying. Resources aren't finite here or anything, All right, let's try it again. And that's it. So another hasty escape. I mean, that's what basically happened. Somebody got out of here, escaped again. But this time, the portal dumped me in a system really far away from everything with no flinger, no wormhole, warper, nothing, right? So I basically just have to... We're on our way over this way now, I guess. We'll do that. Now, it's possible we run into something on the way, maybe like another derelict ship when they tried to escape or whatever. It's possible something is going to be like a direct route between here and the next system over, so maybe we'll see something. I'll bring you back in if we do. Yep. Pause. Stop. Turn around. Derelict vessel. Here we go. All right. An Emir wreck. This vessel has been shredded by high-energy weapons and its valuable resources stripped away. Inside, despite the size, only a single deceased Emir is found at the command station. Judging from the status of the ship's systems, they were probably caught completely off guard by whomever attacked them. The comms array has the last outgoing voice message in its buffer. Hidden tomb. Last resting place, Akjuk. Empire ruins. Go alone. Legion scepter. Unexpected void disturbance. There is a parallel data stream with a set of coordinates. Well, of course there are. Set of coordinates. Off we go. Yep. You know we got to go that way. Let's go. We'll find it. Is it a straight line? That's kind of what I'm seeing. Like they've positioned these things in a straight line from where you are to the most sensible place where you would be. Now, there's really no way this game would know, right? That's the thing I like about this. Like, there's no way the game would know, or the developers would know, that I hadn't decided for when I was here to just go this way, right? And uncover whatever's over here if there's anything there, right? Because there's no reason for a player to do that. But if I had, and there was something here, maybe I would have chosen to go from here after being warped here down to here instead, right? And then I would have never seen this debris. I don't know. Game developers are fascinating to me, man. It's like you just kind of know what we're doing. I mean, I get it. It's by your design. You've designed the game. But I think pretty much every indie dev would agree with me when I make the proclamation that players are unpredictable. They do things that you simply don't anticipate when they get your game, right? So it's cool that this location showed up because I'm predictable. This location showed up, right? I love it. All right. So we have now arrived at this system and at this terrestrial world, for which we will scan it and see if there's anything hidden over here. This lander touches down in a broad glade not far from a large cave on a 50-meter cliff. As the team approaches, the cliff is revealed as the overgrown ruins of a fallen empire structure. The cave opening is an archway. There are clear signs that the interior has been modified from its original layout. Some passages have been sealed off with large stone blocks. Letters painted on the wall translate as a warning. The Tomb of Akjuk. Turn back, weaklings, fools and cowards. Only death and shame await within. Beyond the corridor slopes south and down into darkness. Well, we have to go and find out what it is. You know, it'd be interesting is like we go down south and then the game's just like, your team is dead. See, it told you. No, that would be terrible. I'm sorry. The cave descends and tightens to a narrow, high-ceiling corridor of hard white stone. Irregular, but geometric protrusions lightly protrude from the faces, creating sharp edges. Eventually, it branches into an east-west corridor. Okay, well, we went south, right? So that's how we got in. So going north would mean getting out, I guess. Probably. So east-west corridor. I don't know. Go east. The tall corridor branches with darkness in all directions. Okay. That doesn't give me much to go on, does it? Continue going east, I guess? The team walks through the dark, echoing corridors of unnatural white stone. West. The tall corridor branches with darkness in all directions. Keep heading west. I don't know why I would turn in the darkness, right? The dim light from the cave entrance is visible to the north. Corridors of irregular white material branch off the east and west. Okay. Well, there's a light. It says dim light from the cave entrance is visible to the north, is what it says. Corridors of irregular white material branch off to the east and west. Okay. Let's go east. I don't know. The tall corridor branches with darkness in all directions. Again, I'm not going to turn unless there's a reason to, I think. Team walks through the dark, echoing corridors of unnatural white stone. Again, with that. West. Tall corridor branches with darkness in all directions. Maybe we'll go east. I just went west, so going east doesn't make any sense, right? Maybe we go south. The team walks through the dark, echoing corridors. Cool. Now we can only go south or north. That's interesting. Where are we exactly? I'm so lost. This team is gonna be so lost right now. This section of corridor is marked by several large splotches of greenish-black color, which the team's scanners identify as a compound of copper oxide and complex organic molecules. Okay. Go east. And now I can only go west. Oh, okay, or south. I guess I can go. So I've reached a dead end on that. I have to go. Let's go south. The team pauses briefly as the dust in the ground stirs slightly with a faint movement of air. The external temperature drops 2 degrees. Anyone else smell something like a musty, decaying odor? Oh boy. It is literally impossible that you smell anything. Our suits don't take in outside air. It's a psychosomatic effect. Okay. Let's go. I don't know, man. Let's go. External temperature drops 2 degrees, I guess. We'll go south, east. Lying against the wall is a skeleton of an emir in a full battle vacuum suit. Clutched in his hands is something that resembles a battle axe. Okay. Continue. In a pouch pocket, there are some copper coins, and carefully tucked into a bracer is a roll of animal skin with a crude drawing dyed into it, along with some glyphs in a green copper-based pigment. The Universal Translator identifies the glyphs as Fallen Empire, representing the top to bottom travel, story, and rest. Xenoculture Insight. The Emir written language uses similar glyphs as Fallen Empire, if that's what it is. A more likely set of openings to our arrive, deception, and death. 40 copper. The only direction we can go is west. Okay, so did we just like get a map or something? Like, what is this? Is this the cave? Is this what we're in right now? Kind of looks like maybe could be a map. So are we here or there? I have no idea. Go west. Tall corridor of branches with darkness in all directions. Okay, let's assume we're here. Because I couldn't go east and I couldn't go north. I had to go west, right? So that's here. So let's say I'm here now. All right, so if we're here, let's go north. Team walks through the dark, echoing corridors of unnatural white stone. Okay, so we went here. Now we can only go west and south. That makes sense. So I think we're on the right path. So we should go west. And now we're like going west this way. I don't know how far we're going, but we're going west. There's something right here. I want to go see what it is. This section of corridor is marked by several large splotches of a greenish black color. The teams with scanners identifying the components. Yeah, we got that. So we want to keep going west now, I think. A stone statue of a four-armed creature stands against one wall. Is that what this is? One arm is outstretched with its claw open as if it once held something. Another holds a dagger thrust forward. Ensign Kepler's observation insights. Don't fail me now, observation. The statue's limbs are jointed. The dagger arm may have been a trap that was triggered by removing whatever was in the open claw. Okay, so we can only go west or east. So this white part here, this might be like a wall. We can only go left and right now. So let's keep going west. And now we're here, because now we have the option to go north if we want to. Or back east, or continue west, and then probably there's an option to go south. Yes. Team walks through the dark, echoing corridors of unnatural white stone. Let's go south. Okay. So, walking down the hallway, I'm just trying to like, where do we have to go over here? We're over here now. Walking down the hallway, there is suddenly an audible click. Lieutenant Triton freezes. The door tile beneath their foot has recessed by a centimeter. See if your engineering skills can help you disarm whatever this trap is triggered. That's a pretty good roll. Team backs away to give room and put some distance between them and whatever might happen. But after a few seconds, Ensign Glees orders everyone to move to their location. Moments later, the air around them is filled with flying projectiles. Glees explains that the trap had raised a temporary deflection field at its location, and they made a snap judgment that made no sense if the goal was to injure the person who triggered it. There are many myths of trapped tombs in our own culture's history, but few, if any, true examples. This place raises a lot of questions. Indeed it does. I've forgotten where we are. I don't know where we are. Did we go down here? Did we go west yet? I don't know. Like, why would anyone make a tomb that's just sort of deadly? Why not just drop a giant block on us? Yeah, or like maybe roll a really big ball, right? I think we're here. Maybe I don't know. Let's go west. Team walks through the dark, echoing. Okay, so we can only go east and west at this point, so that must mean we're like right about here, because these are like walls. So if we go forward more, we'll have the option to go north, right? So west. Tall corridor branches with darkness in all directions. Okay, branches. Let's go north. Team walks through the dark, echoing. Okay, go north again. Same thing. Now we can go west. Focus on the dark path in front of them. Everyone is momentarily caught off guard when some things with many legs drop down upon them from above. After recovering from the sudden panic, The team organizes into a defensive position as the creatures swarm towards them. Yikes. Triton is injured now. 53% health. Cygnus Lee, take charge of the defense with your tactics skills, please. Hurry up. That's a hell of a good roll, man. The skittering insectoids rush from all directions. But after a frantic plasma firefight, the creatures are smoldering exoskeletons. The team is unscathed. The team is unscathed except for one person with 53 health now. Okay, so do we want to keep going down this path, or... The thing is, like, maybe there's something down here, and that's why they're here, right? West. Tall corridor branches in all directions. Okay, so I'm here. Maybe there's something up. Let's go north. Corridor abruptly comes to a dead end. Okay, so that's down. South. Let's go back the way we came. Because we know it's safe. Let's go back the way we came. East, and then we go south, and then we go south, and now we're here. So let's go west. This corridor is branching again. We want to go south. Uh-oh. There is a guttural growl as a dark form emerges from the shadows in front of the team. An enormous beast fills the entire corridor and bares its teeth. 8 green eyes surround its mouth, and long armored tentacles wind along every surface. Have Ensign Cygnus Lee direct the team's attack. Somewhat easy, in fact, it says. 95. Man, we're good on right now. All right, under Ensign Cygnus Lee's command, the team unleashes staggered volleys of plasma fire at the eyes and mouth. Ensign Rhea reports biometric readings detect no significant change to its overall health. It advances forward. Team? Ooh, that's a hard one. 50%. Hold your ground. Please continue rolling really well. That's a really good roll. Cygnus Lee orders the team to fire at will as the monstrous creature bears down on them. Clouds of smoke fill the corridor, illuminated by the frantic blue strobe of plasma fire. In a moment, it is atop the team. As it passes amidst the team, its form dissolves like the smoke from their weapons. Scans that moments before detected an enormous life form now register trillions of microscopic levitating spheres, and then nothing. The levitating microspheres can change the direction and frequency of incoming radiation, allowing them to create very realistic illusions. The whole thing was an illusion. Oh, all right then. So we have to go, I don't know, we're like right here or something, right? Let's keep going. Let's see what's down here. We're still in this yet. The team walks through the dark. We can go east. Oh, it bends. Okay, east, yeah. The team walks through the dark. Go south. Go south. The team emerges into a room flooded with natural light. In the center of the room is a raised altar of white marble, carved to roughly mimic the Fallen Empire style, but still clearly a later addition. Resting atop is an ornate scepter, roughly 1 meter in length. As the team approaches, a floating, translucent emir, it says the Academy's practical survival test is apparently not the worst student evaluation protocol anywhere. Quote unquote. Okay, so apparently that was like a really big test that she doesn't like. Yeah. It says, as the team approaches, a floating, translucent emir emerges from one wall, created by the same illusion that the tentacled beast, as the tentacle beast, and speaks in what the translator identifies as the Fallen Empire dialect. Well done, Initiate. You have bested my challenges. You are worthy of the Second Legion. Take my scepter to your instructor as proof of your strength, cunning, and bravery. Please reset any challenges triggered during your adventure for the next candidate. Oh my god! Now it makes sense. Yeah, the best test anywhere. That makes sense now. Following the source of the light, they emerge at a concealed point not far from the lander. Ornate scepter. Still could be the worst evaluation protocol in our universe, though. Oh, yeah, true. Okay, we got a scepter. Triton got injured, but we have a scepter. An ornate scepter. An adamantine scepter. Wow, it's made of adamantine. Contains an unusual amount of data storage for a scepter. Seems to be several exabytes of biological and neural information. Only 25 research for this? But, I mean, that is the most involved thing ever. Am I wrong to, like, want the game to have many, many more of those things? Like, just going down to the surface, that's cool. But go down to the surface and have a puzzle to solve? Way cooler, right? All right, Ice H2 over here has something to survey, so we'll go ahead and do that. It says the frozen gases on this frigid planet completely obscure the surface from scanners, but an unusual warm period has exposed a large chunk of iridium ore. So we'll just go ahead and take some iridium. Very nice. Complete 100 survey anomaly surveys. Yeah, 100 planet anomaly surveys, yes. And then a welcome wormhole. Oh yeah. Well, let's go to, you know what? Let's go over here to that flinger and see what that's going to do. But in order to get there, we have to go. That's the biomed thing. Yep. I wouldn't have known that if I hadn't put the notes. Definitely use notes is what I would say. Oh, we haven't done this yet. Let's go over here. All of this stuff is unscanned. And this is guild trader stuff. Yeah. We haven't done this stuff yet. So let's go ahead and see what the guild has, or if there's any other things in these planets to scan for. Down they go. A moderate-sized colony is nestled around a crater lagoon. Given the ratio of landing pads to permanent structures, it is probably a trade-driven economy. After a guild compliance officer verifies Fedora's guild codes, the team is permitted to visit the administrative offices or trade in public markets. Okay, administrative offices, please. An amphibian, introduced as the local administrator, provides the team a direct comm feed to Fedora.
I am delighted to answer any questions you may have.
Oh, God. Why are the Emir so concerned about proselytizing?
Several sectors where the Emir have operated previously have been converted by the devout, who provide their own security services. The Second Legion have lost several lucrative contracts. I have heard rumors that the devout now have a few Emir converts. Embarrassing for them, if true. Not that I object to the devout. I am not a believer myself, but have no prejudices.
Lieutenant Triton says the administrator probably does object to the devout, but is concerned about repercussions from them. We're interested in learning more about this colony. The administrator seems surprised and pleased to discuss the colony.
Like many, we are the survivors of the fallen empire. Over 128 years ago, a Nemean merchant built a supply outpost in this lagoon. Since then, this has grown into a most successful trade operation within 16 sectors. We would like to be more self-sufficient in food production, but the Imperial Flora makes that difficult.
What's Imperial Flora? He seems bemused by the question.
This used to be a popular spot in the Empire. So, naturally, it was carefully cultivated. Anything we try to grow here can't possibly compete with the Imperial engineered flora, which is beautiful, hardy, and useless. Traders know this and charge us exorbitantly for food supplies, and consequently, all merchants must raise their prices. We already have trouble competing with other guild members.
No more questions right now. I can't do that anymore. Have the team trade in the public markets for now. Let's see what it is. Let's see. We're gonna go. I'm just like trying to envision what does an amphibian sound like? A talking amphibian? Like if I was talking to a small frog, What's something I can do? That's about it. Hey, look, they have a really, really good sell price in iridium. That's actually really great. They also deal really well with silver here. So much so that I'm willing to just give up all my silver. But this is going to get platinum, so I have to find someone who's going to give me a good price on platinum. But they love platinum here, and I'm thinking I just sell all my silver to these guys. Because I don't think I need that right now. The iridium is a pretty good price, but I think I'm going to need that, though, for expanding my ship later. So I'm going to hold on to that. But we're definitely going to do this. And then we can get a suction device and a smelly appliance. Let's get a suction device. I don't know what that's going to give me, but for 7 platinum, maybe we can get... I don't know about science from a smelly appliance, though. Yeah, I don't know if we're going to get the red for a smelly appliance. I'm good. Maybe it's only 15% for some of this diberyllium, though. And actually, neutronium's not a bad price here, too. We could look to maybe get 3. Does it? Yeah, we can get 3 more neutronium for this. Okay. We'll execute that trade as well. All right. That's it for now. Second Legion ship. Survey is incomplete here, probably because we can just keep trading. So this is, I don't know. Let's maybe mark this down. Oh, nature is generally very good at finding paths to extract potential energy. I'll bet somewhere a life form has figured out how to process imperial flora. If we found some, we might be able to help the Aquarian colony. I'm going to mark this down with the commander's log that just says sell silver and iridium. Because it's just a really good... Yeah, it's just really good for that, it seems. And then we're going to go down this way, but we have to go around their ship. That makes sense. There we go. Nice job. Autopilot, way to go. Autopilot doesn't know what to do. It's trying to get here, but all these ships just disrupted it. It is like, I can't navigate these ships, so I'm just going to turn around and wait for them to pass. Okay. Whisk-a-Mug is back, too. This legendary thing no one's actually seen. He's just casually here with everybody else, right? All right, survey team down to Desert D2. With great difficulty, Ensign Perks pilots the lander through a blinding sandstorm. Sensors estimate whatever the signal was, it's not far. That is, if there's anything at all. The huge amount of charged dust is wreaking havoc on the instruments. Shifting dunes cover and uncover geologic features on an almost hourly basis. Same thing as before. We can use some of those wonderful dice rolls, or not. After nearly an hour of flight, the team is forced to set the lander down to clean out the cooling intake filters. By the time the chore is complete, the anomaly signal has disappeared. You rolled a 1. I mean, you rolled a lot of really good stuff today, so I guess I deserved that, you know? To at least have 1 failure. It's probably not that big. You rolled it really good when it counted, right? When you really needed to. That's what matters most. Okay. Wow. That's a day right there, guys. I'm going to take this flinger. We're going to go all the way over here. And then when we start the next video, I mean, there's still a lot of places to go here. You know, a lot of things to do. I think we're going to hit this tomorrow or the next video or whatever, whenever you guys see it. I'm recording way in advance. So I don't know when you're seeing these videos. I'm probably not even going to post this for like 2 weeks. So, but there's the Telonian Gateway right here, and we're going to do that in the next video too. So we'll hit this stuff over here. We'll get all these little, you know, I'll cover all the things that are beeping at me basically. But we're going to hit these stars that I've never visited before and go here next video. Okay, we got these coordinates over here. Maybe we could explore that too. All right, take it easy. Love your faces. Thanks for watching. We'll see ya. Bye bye.